If you're applying for studying or working in Germany and your CV looks like a design portfolio, a startup pitch deck, or a personal branding poster, you may already be losing interviews before anyone reads your experience. That sounds harsh, but it's true. In Germany, especially in DAX 40 companies and traditional Mittelstand firms, your Lebenslauf, aka resume, is not judged first as a marketing piece. It is judged as a decision document. Recruiters want one thing first, that is clarity. Can they scan your profile fast? Can they verify your timeline? Can they compare you to other candidates fairly? That is why the German standard is the Tabellarische Lebenslauf, a structured table-style CV, usually in reverse chronological order, focused on facts, dates, responsibilities, and results. Germany's official website, like Make It in Germany, also confirms the same. Your goal is to look reliable, understandable, and employable. And once you understand that mindset, your interviews goes up. Today, I will show you exactly how recruiters in Germany read your CV, section by section, and how to upgrade your CV from student level to a professional level. Let's start. The first block of a German Lebenslauf is your transparency block. It answers basic questions fast. Who are you? How can we contact you? Are you legally employable in Germany? Do you look professionally presentable for this role? At minimum, you need to write your full name, phone number, professional email, location or address, where city is mandatory and full address is still common. LinkedIn, if you have a clean and updated profile. Optionally, you can put your portfolio or GitHub if they are relevant. An important question on which many of you are confused, whether to put a photo on CV or not. So to clarify that, a photo is not legally mandatory and employers generally cannot impose a photo duty under equal treatment principles. But in practice, a photo is still commonly used in Germany, especially in more traditional sectors and companies. Germany's Federal Job Institute confirms the same. So my advice is simple. If your company does not explicitly ask for anonymous or blind application and you are applying to a traditional German employer, a professional photo is usually still a smart move. You can pause the video here and look at this standard photo checklist here. Same list is also included in the description too. But be aware that a bad photo hurts more than no photo. You must be asking specifically about this. Should we include these or not? Here's the reality. In many German CVs template and traditional expectations, Geburtsort, Geburtsdatum, Staatsbürgerschaft are still commonly included. Stepstone still lists these among core personal details in a Lebenslauf. But modern international employers may be more flexible, especially if their ATS form already captures personal details. This is one of the biggest missed opportunities. If you are a non-EU and already in Germany, recruiters immediately worry about one thing. Can this person legally work and how complicated is the process? If you make that clear in one line, like here in this CV, you reduce uncertainty. Feel free to use these examples as applicable to you. And this is not any type of oversharing. This is what actually helps recruiters. And here are some beginner's mistakes which you should avoid. And this is why recruiters reject you, because these creates uncertainty, look unprofessional, and waste screening time. This header here tells recruiters, I'm serious, reachable, and transparent. This section is where many students sabotage themselves. They write a personal objective like, I'm looking for an opportunity to grow and learn in a dynamic company. That tells recruiters nothing. Every applicant can say that. Weak thinking will mention personal objectives, answering what you want. Expert course profile will state what you already bring, plus what role you fit in. For graduates or students, include current status, master student, recent graduates, field plus specialization, 1-2 relevant tools or skills, 1 results or proof point, and target role. Keep it factual, 4 to 6 lines with no buzzwords. Example here, motivated international student seeking a challenging position in a reputed organization where I can utilize my skills, grow professionally, and contribute to success. This is very generic. It could be copied into any CV in any country. And look at this example here. Master's student in Industrial Engineering, focusing supply chain analytics at Hochschule XYZ. Expected graduation, September 2026. Experience in demand forecasting and process analysis through university projects work and a 6-month internship in procurement. Strong hands-on skills in Excel, Power BI, and SAP Basics. Built a dashboard reducing reporting time by 30% in internship context. Seeking entry-level roles in supply chain planning, operations, or procurement analytics in Germany. With this, recruiters know what you studied, what you can do, and where to place you. One golden rule for this course profile. If your summary could fit 500 people, you should rewrite it again. Germany evaluates education in a structured way. Recruiters want to understand what did you study, where, when, how strong were your results, which modules match the job. For international applicants, don't just write BTech XYZ University, that is not enough. Include degree title, original name plus comparable English-German phrasing, if it's useful. University, country, dates, final grades in original scale, German conversions if it's relevant or requested, thesis or project topic, Schwerpunkt, job relevant modules. German employers and universities may need your grades translated into the German system. That is 1 for best and 4 is for passing. You can use this modified Bavarian formula here, or use this ETA-Infy's online tool to calculate your German grades automatically. Important note, you do not always need to convert your grade on the CV, but if a company asks for German equivalents or you are applying to highly competitive graduate programs, in those situations, having an informed conversion helps. This is where students win or lose. Do not dump all modules. Select 5 to 8 modules aligned with job. Example, for data or business analyst roles, you may include these. Make sure your education section is not a transcript copy, but it acts as a recruiter's translation. No country, no grades, no focus. No relevance, no signal. But with this here, German recruiter can actually evaluate you. This is a section that gets you interview. And here's the biggest mistake international graduates make. They list task, not impact. Recruiters don't want a diary from you. They want evidence. You can use the ACR method. Every strong bullet should include action, what you did, context, where, in what process, for what purpose, and results. What changed? Time, cost, quality, efficiency, output. Here are 3 excellent recruiters-friendly German verbs. Use these if you are writing CV in German. Other strong options are here. Even if your CV is in English, learning these verbs helps you think in German style. Precise, active, and accountable. Before, it looked like this. Worked in procurement department and helped with reporting and supplier communication. This sounds passive, no scale, no outcome. But after ACR method, supported procurement reporting for 40 plus active suppliers, prepared weekly KPI updates in Excel and optimized the reporting template structure, reducing manual preparation time by 30%. Or in German style verbs-led phrasing, optimize weekly procurement KPI reporting template in Excel in a mid-sized manufacturing environment, reduce manual reporting efforts by approximately 30%, and improve consistency across supplier updates. International students often think they have no experience, but that's wrong. You can include all these here as applicable to you. You don't need 5 years of work experience. You need to show evidence of professional behavior. These bullets waste space and they prove nothing. But these here, this is interview worthy. Now, let me be precise here. because this topic creates panic. A perfectly gapless life is not realistic. German recruiters know that, but unexplained timeline gap creates questions. Steps on current guidance is actually very useful here, as they emphasize that gaps are common and that what matters is how you handle them. Recruiters don't reject you because you traveled, changed direction, cared for a family member, took time to recover, or just prepared for public sector exams, which is very common in India. Recruiters get concerned when dates are inconsistent, months are missing intentionally, wording looks evasive, or the timeline feels manipulated. You fill the gaps with truth plus neutral wording plus relevance. Some good examples here. You can pause the video and note these down. You don't need to disclose sensitive personal details like illness, pregnancy, family planning, etc. Be transparent but do not overshare. And add one line showing learning, structure, or outcome. You can refer this example here. With this, the gap becomes a transition phase, not an empty timeline. This section should be one of the easiest to scan in your entire CV. In Germany, we do not write like this. Instead, use CEFR levels A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. And CEFR levels are standardized framework used across Europe. Best practice write like this. German B2 Goethe Certificate 2025, English C1, Hindi native, Punjabi native, and don't inflate because recruiters will still test you on this in the interview. Now, this is where many candidates fail ATS screening. Do not create one giant line like this. That is chaos. Instead, use categories that mirror how recruiters search. You should use this format. ATS doesn't understand your potential. It only matches keywords. So, mirror the job description wording. Use standard terms, spell out acronyms once, and here's one example for you. Do not hide skills in graphics or icons. Keep it machine readable. And with this here, ATS can search, screen, and shortlist you. Next, this is the part many international applicants skip, and it makes the CV feel unfinished in Germany. At the bottom of a traditional German Lebenslauf, it is still common to include city, date, signature, which is often scanned handwritten signature in digital applications. If you ask, is this always technically required in every online portal workflow? The answer is no. But as a convention, especially in German styles application, it signals care and completeness. If your CV is getting ignored in Germany, don't assume you are unqualified. Often, the problem is not your education, it's not your nationality, and it's not even your experience level. It's that your CV is not speaking the language of German recruiters. So fix the structure, fix the transparency, fix the evidence, and your application will start working very differently. If you want, I can also create the next video on how to write a cover letter that recruiters actually read. Just comment below cover letter and I will bring that video next. All the materials like CV template, complete checklist, etc. you can download from the links available in the description of this video. If any question, feel free to reach out in our Discord community. And if this video helped you, consider subscribing and check out this video next.